Alright, so the articles about the black market have been restored on the player support website for Wargaming. So specifically, article number 33108 that talks about what the hell is the black market, and now we can use bonds as a likely currency for upcoming black market event. So that's a big sigh of relief, but black market has become an essential part of World of Tanks, like holiday ops or marathons that you cannot finish for a regular person. But it is a big deal. So I thought this could have been a cover-up. So Wargaming could have tried to erase the black market to prevent like the Swedish government or the Chinese government from suing them because of extortion practices for gaming or something. But that would be ironic because Wargaming is going to the Chinese government, by covering up a bunch of stuff. By erasing black market details. That would be hilariously delicious irony right there. But it's a big deal, so yeah, looking forward to it, thankfully. Sigh of relief. But for this video, I want to just talk about the final offer for auction, and that is the Type 59 Gold. It is more expensive in Wargaming's eyes and more rare than a Chiling 5A or a Beijing Opera 113. It costs more in minimum bid of gold as well as having less of it. So, what? This is technically not as rare as a Chiling or the Beijing Opera because it was offered in 2019. I have a record of it too. It was offered for the second day, offer number 1 of 2019's Beijing Opera. Now technically, it did not even last like 30 seconds. It was gone in like 30 seconds for like 10,000 gold or something, or maybe even more, but gone in like 10 seconds. It was offered again in 2020 right here. Day 4, offer number 2. So it's not as rare as a Chiling, which was offered for once in 2021. Day 3, offer number 1. And obviously, Beijing Opera is more rare technically than a Chiling, but number of units are different, I guess. So this should be the rarest out of all of them, but apparently in Wargaming's eyes, this is the rarest. It doesn't even get the double credit making potential as it has on the Chinese server, so not like a double premium compared to a normal premium, but it is flashy. It is all gold, so like a golden AK-47, it is a symbol of status and wealth. But I got mine from the secret warehouse, and I think that should become a normal thing, or just like twice per year. And instead of like 5,000 gold, we could do like 10 million credits or 50 million credits. I mean, a lot of people will be happy. There's no need for fast clicking, waking up in the middle of the night or like 4 o'clock or something, so that would be gross. Also, it doesn't require you to have a lot of gold or free XP or credits too, quote unquote. So yeah, let's do with the secret warehouse for all the black markets and auction, in my honest opinion. So after we do the dog and pony show before everything, let's finish up everything with secret warehouse for like 10 million credits. That would be great. For 10 million credits, you get to choose a premium tank that you did not get from black market. So it's good for people who are free to play. So sometimes you need a premium tank, pay 10 million credits for a Object 703 version number 2 or Object 252U. Maybe a EBR or something. That would be still a deal, right? Because normally you cannot get those tanks, or even a Scorpion G. But for those who already have those tanks, you get to choose a different, more rare vehicle like a BTSV or Panzer IIJ maybe a Type 59 gold like what I got. So yeah, secret warehouse for credits. I highly approve of it. Much less for gold. Gold is alright, but not for like 10,000 gold. 5,000 is already on the threshold of a little bit too much. But then again, you're getting your gold's worth of a premium tank, even if you don't get the Type 59 gold or a Beijing Opera 113. So you could have gotten a I think it was Schwarzpanzer 58, but it's a premium tier 8 medium. It's average, but still worth more than 5,000 gold. It's still not a bad deal, but some people are jelly that you did not get the special super rare tank for 5,000 gold, obviously, but then again, you need to have a lot of tanks to get that exclusiveness or shaved elimination thingy, I think. Process of elimination, and you get rare vehicles because you have all the other vehicles, right? I don't know. But it goes to show you how everybody gets excited or heated talking about black market or talking about auction, talking about getting super rare tanks for like money or credits or gold, when normally we just get regular tanks or marathon or just premium tier 8s that nobody wants. So it spices up a little bit, even though it spoils us most of the time. It spoils us to getting special events where normally, like 5 years ago, all the thing we could hope for is anniversary event. There's no such thing as holiday ops. There's no such thing as black market. All we gotten was anniversary special premium tier 3 for you for free, and that was it. Or tier 2. That was the biggest event throughout the whole year. So we have come a long way, but they did sell the Type 59, the normal Type 59, but it's not as rare anymore. They said they were never going to sell the Mutant M6, out the window. They were never going to sell the Panzer 5.4, the Panther tank with the Panzer Force turret, out the window. That doesn't count. So out of one ear into another ear, so out of one mouth into another mouth. Wargaming, you cannot trust Wargaming with their tactics. But yeah, I still like these events. I still like auction, even though not as much as actual black market or fast clickety click. But it does bring back the player base. It does bring some hype back to the game. Whereas normally you just talk about marathons and crap, or premium tier 8s that nobody wants, or a tech line that sucks, like the Rice-A-Roni, Rano Saronte, tier 10 sucks, right? If it has 4 rounds in the auto reloader, it might be a lot better, but nope, it only gets 3. But then again, 2,000 damage burst is a little bit scary, so I don't know. Oh, there you go, folks. Kind of a bland video for today, but this is a good enough game for a mastery badge in the Type 59 gold. But normally you're supposed to get like about 1500 XP base in order to get the mastery badge. Somehow I got it in 1200. Alright, fine, I'll take it, but I already got a mastery badge before this, and it's not a bad medium, but I guess it's symbol of status, more or less. It's not exactly about the tank, it's about the status symbol. It's like driving a Ferrari when you can't just drive a Corolla. Same thing. It gets you from point A to point B. Whatever. But, ooh. Pan KR is brave and bold, and he bounced the shots into my side scraping. I forgot there was a 122 TM right there. Ammo rack got a hit. Oh well. But a bunch of tank destroyers camping in the back corner, of course. And 122 TM is still likely there, so I'm going to push up and try to take shots on the Tor Von. 122 TM has left the building. Alright. But it is nice to think about it that we're getting so many events after holiday ops, like right after holiday ops. We're in the middle of rank season number 2, as well as just finishing auction. So we're getting the test server for the Yo tanks likely this Thursday in about 2 days or so. Also very surprising. So Yo tanks are likely coming early February, and I don't know what happened to the maps. There were talks of new maps after the exploration or whatever the hell they call it for last year, where you participated in testing like different maps, 3 different maps or something for 3 different seasons. But there were 9 maps total, and I don't know, expedition or something. But I wish we get that. Get more maps. Maps are getting old. The most recent one for the Japanese port, it's average. I mean, it's good for a heavy tank. Kind of a garbage map for like sniping tank destroyer, for artillery or for light tanks. You cannot spot crap because you get spotted right away. It's all corridory as well, so blah. Alright, but as for state of the game, since we're talking random gibberish, I think it's okay. I mean, I still hate the high explosive nerf. I hate the fact that EBRs practically ruin light tank players most of the time. So basically excluding a bunch of the light tank players that like to play passively, where you just get headless chickened by EBR running around. So debatable, but haul down tactics. There's no maps that only feature like just flat leveled side scrape based heavy tanks. All are hill based. All need to have some sort of rubble to cover your hull. Not fun, right? Everybody's playing a Conqueror or Emil or Kronwagen for ranked because, you know, haul down tactics. Everybody's shooting gold shell. There's no such thing as normal shell. Pressing the 2 key for ranked, obviously. But besides all that, if you cannot handle the gold shell spam, the EBRs, I still recommend you sticking to like tier 6, tier 7. Tier 8 is getting a little bit hairy, but yeah, tier 9 and 10 is basically haul down tactics everywhere. You don't see tanks like the 705As or KV4 type of esque of a playstyle. That's why IS4, 705A are not meta tanks in ranked. So you only see like Kronwagens and Emils or Super Conquerors, and likely the 60 TP, but that's to a lesser degree, mostly because of the bigger gun. Not as accurate, but everybody prefers Emil or Super Conqueror. But thankfully we don't get to use the Chieftain hybrid or the 726 or 279 early, as with like year before rank battle mode for the Kampfpanzer 50T. That one you had to face like chieftains everywhere. But then again, it was like 15 players, so there were artillery backup. But it's a whole different meta game. Everybody's playing heavy tanks, much less a medium tank. So everybody prefers to have more health, have more armor. Since there are less players, you get less to focus on. But I don't know. Some of the bigger problems could be mitigated from playing at a lower tier, like tier 6 or tier 7. So, I mean, if you hate facing off tryhards, play tier 3 or tier 4. I had a blast. I played the filler tanks from Holiday Ops, like the Sherman tank with the T-34's turret. Perfectly fine when you're faced off against a bunch of tomatoes that doesn't know what the hell they're doing. Sure, or the KV-1 shielded. Nobody knows where to shoot, and they panic. But then again, sometimes you face off against another seal clubber, but that's a whole different story. So, I don't know. It's okay. State of the game is alright. I still have a big trauma over the high explosive nerf. That's the only thing I hated. That turned me off against playing the Sherman, playing the KV2, playing the FE215B183 or the 4005, or playing the T49, which is another fun tank that you fucked around with. God damn it. So, yeah, I don't know. Cars are... It's not as big of a problem now because, I don't know. I have no idea. Remember when light tanks were introduced, or light tanks players reaction against cars? Super pissed off. Fuck cars. Headless chicken running around and people cannot shoot. Goddamn. But even Wargaming knows that's the problem. They never released the EBR afterwards. After like 2 years ago, they never released the EBR 75 for tier 8. So it's they never nerfed it too in terms of the stats as well. They nerfed the other cars, but never nerfed the premium car at tier 8. But that's a 122. I thought it was 152 for the ISU. Well, he got detracked and chewed up. And take out the Jumbo Pershing. No more shell is fine. Shooting on the move. Or not. Well, there you go, folks. Some rambling, some news. Mostly about the Type 59 Gold. It's alright. So, hopefully you guys enjoyed it. But we'll talk about some new stuff tomorrow. And possibly about the Yo tanks. Which are interesting enough, I guess. But then again, the turbocharger CS63 was not that interesting, only for tier 10. And recent introduction of the heavy tanks for the Czechs and Italian are mostly average, other than the VZ55, which is kind of a broken tank in one sense. But then again, DPM is a thing, so I don't know. But I'll see you guys next time. Peace.
Rarest.